thousands and thousands and thousands of money I've lost through these CPA deals, and it really winds me up. Because welcome back to AC Spencer Trades, guys, and today we're going over one of the biggest, you could call it a scam, in the trading industry, and quite possibly that we've ever seen in our lifetimes, right? So signal groups are the worst thing that's ever come out of the trading space, hands down. There is no debate at all, right? Because once these people have got hold of you, they have zero reason or care to actually make you money, because they're getting paid either way, right? So it's a broken system from the word go, and this is why people like the FCA don't allow this to happen. So when you're joining one of these brokers which are running on a CPA hybrid or an IB deal, you're not being regulated by the FCA. It's going to be an offshore branch of the company which has a base, say in London, which is regulated by the FCA. However, you're not going to fall under that umbrella, because the person that signed you up to the trading scheme is taking a CPA deal, a hybrid deal, or an introducing broker deal, right? That is their incentive. That is their whole way that they make money. They don't make money when you profit. So why do they care if you profit or not? They don't. There's two ways that they make money. One, cost per action. This is as soon as you create an account, if you put a deposit over a certain amount in, they will get paid a certain amount of money. And that usually starts at about $250 per client, okay? So as soon as you have started with them, they are automatically getting paid $250 and you still remain at zero. Now, the IB payments, this is a little bit of a better system to the CPI, because they've got a slight incentive to keep you trading. So what they don't want you to do is just come in, blow up your account, and then never come back and trade with them again, because they're not going to get paid anymore. So the way that the IBs work, so for every lot that you trade, they're going to get paid X amount of money, right? So the way that they have set this up is, so when you enter into a trade, right, you all know that you've got spreads, okay? So if we're entering a buy position here, we might actually get triggered into the position slightly above that, okay? That's totally normal. But the way that these operations work is they are now increasing that spread, so they're making your trading conditions worse in order to fill their back pockets with a little bit of extra cash, okay? So if you've got these massive spreads and you're trading for a signal group, just terminate your account, take the money out, and go and set up under a new account. I promise you it's going to be worth doing. If you want to keep trading the signals and you've actually found a signal group which is profitable, then keep a minimum amount in that account so you can keep trading it, so you can keep access to the trading signals, but then go and set up another account under your own name and not under anyone else's IB deal or the CPA deal, okay? Because that is just killing your trading profits before you've even got started. Then you've got the hybrid deal, okay? So this swings both the IB and the CPA into one deal. So what they're going to get is a drop in the CPA. So let's say this drops down now to $100 per client. And then the IB deal is going to drop down to, say, in half, okay? So that now they might be getting $3 a lot, $4 a lot. It depends, because these brokers will literally give you an open window, a lot of them. You can earn up to like $20 a lot just by extending your spread, right? Just ruining your trading conditions. And if you understand trading, you understand that realistically, the trading conditions are so important. It's not going to be the difference between you being profitable and unprofitable. That's quite unlikely. But it is the difference between having a 2% month and a 3 or a 4% month. When you actually look at the compound of that, it's absolutely massive. And these guys are getting paid either way, right? And if you actually look at the signal groups, I've done quite a lot of research on this, and it's over 90% of them don't make money. So the best thing you can do is just quit the signal groups altogether and actually go and put the effort in and learn how to trade. So these are the three ways that they make money. Now I'm going to show you in a second, we're going to go onto a fresh board. I'm going to show you what your P&L looks like versus their P&L for each of these three different tickets. And you are going to be astounded to how much you are getting absolutely wrecked. Right, so first of all, we're going to start with the CPA, okay? This is by far the worst one because the trade supplier has got zero incentive after day one for you to make any money. They simply do not care. They don't give a flying shit, because it's guaranteed that when people join this, there's going to be, say, 30% of people which make money in their first couple of days. They're going to send screenshots over to the guy which is supplying the signals. He's going to use that as reviews. Everyone thinks that they're making shitloads of money inside the signal group. And then, of course, this just cascades into a massive, massive profitability for the CPA. So as soon as you've joined, right, this is their P&L line, completely flat. As soon as you join, bop, go straight up, right? Plus $250. Very simple. Get 2 of these a day and they're earning $500 a day, right? Quite a nice wage. That's more than what a doctor's salary would be. Now, your account can go anywhere from here. I mean, absolutely anywhere. Maybe you are lucky and you find one of the like 6 or 7% of signal groups which are good, and your account looks something like this, and you just trumble away and right? Lovely. But the reality is, you're probably not going to be the guy which finds this account, okay? This trading signal group. Very, very, very unlikely. The likelihood is he's earned his 250 quid and your account is going to look something like this, right? And you're just slowly churning away and just coming down and down. You might get a good week in there and then it's going to start coming back down again, and you're going to end up blowing that account. I've seen it so many times, because even if it's a good signal group, you still don't understand how to manage capital. Otherwise, you wouldn't be following signals, right? You simply wouldn't be doing it. You would be going and trading it yourself. So the whole signal group thing is just completely broken from every aspect, especially the CPA. It really winds me up, because I've been scammed by this when I was learning to trade so many times. Thousands and thousands and thousands of money I've lost through these CPA deals, and it really winds me up, because they don't care. They simply do not care. They know that it's a pure numbers game. If they get enough people in, there's going to be enough people in there which make money that are going to send them enough screenshots to get reviews, and that's all going to look really positive in their free Telegram group. If it's got a Telegram group, get the hell out of there already, because it's just ridiculously fishy. And then we move on to the hybrid deal, okay? So hybrid is the combination of CPA and the IB, okay? So you've got both of these things in there. So their P&L for this, this is where it gets really interesting. The last one was bad, but this is, it just gets worse, okay? It just gets worse. So first thing that happens, you join into the group, right? So they're flatlining, boink, right? You come into the group. So they are now plus, let's say, $100. Right, excellent. That's a great start for them. Now, with this setup, they simply cannot lose. It doesn't matter whether you win, you lose, or you break even. They're still going to be earning money from this IB payment. So their incentive here is to keep you trading, right? That's all that they need to do. So they can have winning weeks, they can have losing weeks, they can have break-even weeks. It does not matter, because their back pockets are still getting full, right? So what their P&L looks like from here, once they've had this IB payment, is they just constantly Well, it's not even like that. It's not like that, because they don't take any losses. It literally just goes like this. That's it. It does not even hesitate. It doesn't do any of this. It just flatlines. Straight up, because every trade that you take, win or lose, they are earning money from that IB deal. Now, your account, again, could look like anything. You might be lucky. You might get part of that 7% and your account goes like this. Or your account might go like this, or your account might go like this, okay? But it doesn't matter, because the guy over here with his hybrid deal has earned money off you joining up from your CPA, and he's going to rinse you for the rest of your time whilst you're trading that account through IBs. And he's at the same time ruining your trading conditions, right? This guy's a wanker. You don't want to be trading with this guy. He's got zero attention to you whatsoever, which is why inside of my trading academy, I don't run a CPA deal. I don't run an IB deal. My single incentive is to make the best traders possible. Why? Because I like to teach people, I'd like to set up a hedge fund, and I would like to use the best traders from my academy to eventually become part of my hedge fund. That's my motive, right? Very black and white. I'm happy to share that with you guys. I don't care about a CPA or an IB deal that's going to ruin my reputation, because my reputation is worth far more than what little cash this is going to bring in, right? And this is just a pure numbers game, a pure numbers game. Now, the one which is really interesting to me is the pure IB deal, right? Because there are pros and there are cons to this. This is probably the best of the bunch in terms of for the guy running the show, if he's a half decent trader. At this point, when you're running purely IB, you have to be a half decent trader to get people to stay with you, okay? Because otherwise, they're just going to blow up their accounts and then it's gone, and you would have better off been having them on a purely CPA deal. So if you're on a purely IB deal, it's better, but your trading conditions are likely going to be a lot worse than the CPA and the IB deal, right? Because they need this spread to be bigger to generate a profit. So they don't get that initial jump like we had on the CPA deals and the hybrid deals. But what they do get is a straight line up and to the right-hand side, because every time you place a trade, win or lose, they're earning money. And this IB deal gets bigger and bigger and bigger, because when it's CPA, right, you've got no IB. When it's hybrid, they reduce your CPA and your IB. When it's strictly IB, now you're getting quite a decent return for every lot traded. Maybe you're getting $5, $6 a lot, right? And that's still on the reasonable side of things. Some of these guys are going to be taking $20 or $30 a lot, which is just insanity, okay? And your account still looks exactly the same. It's all down to a little bit of luck. You might be going up, you might be going down, and you might be going sideways. But meanwhile, whilst you're trading this, you have learnt nothing. Nothing, not one thing. All you're doing, he sends in a signal, you're then copying the signal, and it's either going to go up or it's going to go down. And this is probably ruining your relationship with your family, your work, and everything in between. Like, honestly, I've been there, I've done it. I'm stood there. I had a bathroom business before, and I was working as an apprentice installing bathrooms prior to my trading career. And it was horrible, bro, because you don't even know why you're winning or why you're losing the trade, because you don't understand it. So this is like horrible for your emotions and just puts you off trading altogether, because you're dealing with the worst of the worst people, right? You can guarantee that Steve from frickin' Liverpool is probably running this IB deal from Dubai, offshore broker, no tax, just living the dream. You probably see him sat at his penthouse. He's probably taken some pictures of some demo trades where he's earned a few $100K in a day. Oh, I only work for 15 minutes a day. You know the score by now, I'm sure. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you're going to have been done by one of these Dubai guys. And in reality, these guys don't need to make a single penny from trading. They don't, because they're running on IB, they're running on CPA, or they're running on hybrid. They don't actually care whether you win or lose. The only one with a slight incentive, like I said, is the IB, because they want to keep you trading so that they can keep earning money. But still, their profit looks like this, and yours could look like either of these three. So they've got a 100% win rate. You've got whatever they give you. The control is completely out of your hands. Now, if someone said to you, you can get in a car, say you've got zero experience driving cars, right? You've got three options. You either get in the car yourself with zero education and drive it, okay? Second option, you go in the passenger seat with a guy that's got a 50% chance, well, more than that. He's got a 90% chance of killing you and a 7% chance of making you profit. And then the third option is you go away and you get the education and then you go and learn to drive the car yourself. Which of those three would you pick? If you don't pick the last one, then you're a freaking idiot, okay? Because the risk to reward isn't there. If money is coming easy, which signal groups are easy if you find a profitable one, which you probably won't, It's too good to be true. It can't last forever. If this guy decides he doesn't want to trade anymore, then that's your income gone and you've quit your job because you thought you were amazing and you were copying some signals. Just go and get the education and do it yourself. Now, I will leave the link down below in the description for my trading academy. We've got 3 tiers inside of there, so you can start for as little as $49 a month. And that's going to give you a full flavor of what we have inside of the Grit Trading Academy. Just for that $49 a month, you get to be on a live call with me every day for about half an hour. You get all of my trade analysis. You get the trades which I'm entering, which aren't signals, but they're there for educational purposes. I don't say enter at this level, stop loss at this level, take profit at this level. I just send you a picture of my chart and a breakdown of exactly what I'm doing. If you want to go and enter into the back of that trade, then you can. It's entirely up to yourself. You've got the community, and I've even given away half of module 1 inside of my paid module course, which is like $3,000 US. So the value for money is absolutely exceptional. So if you're interested in that, go and check it out. Drop me a message, leave a comment down below, and I will, of course, get back to you. Now, please, if you've enjoyed the video today, guys, give it a like, give it a comment, and subscribe. And of course, I will see you in the next one.